I watch this drama. Like, I'm in Missy's lives a lot because who doesn't like watching the drama? But, like, I don't get myself involved. And I think that the reason I get brought into some of this stuff with Hot Blooded and the whole rehab thing is because I was talking to KP at that time. And I had her location on her phone. I knew she was at rehab. So she'll say, you had my location and you have pictures of me in there and whatever. And I do. She did get out after 21 days. Like she did leave, but I get brought into it because of that. And I had actually sent a message to Nan at that time because my daughter got in her live trying to be grown. And I'm like, my daughter was only like 17 at the time. And I'm like, you're not getting involved in this. So we talked and I told Nan I appreciated her not.
I remember who you are.
Yeah.
I like go off on your kid. I was like, I know she's 18. But
yeah. So like, and I was like, I appreciate you having respect for my child because she's in here trying to act grown. And I was pissed about that as it was. But I think that's the only reason I get brought into this. I do not talk to KP on the regular. I don't. Like, she talks about how she changed her number. I just got her number because she called me that day. And I was like, who the hell's calling me from Wisconsin? And I kept ignoring it. And she's like, it's KP, answer. So I was like, okay. I didn't even know she was in Ohio. Like, and I'm like 40 minutes from where she was. So we're not like cool like that. I just don't have beef with anybody. So like, if someone asks me to speak what I heard or what I know, I will. But like, I don't even know what's going on. Like I told her today, I don't even know who your girlfriend is. Like I've only heard her name a few times. I don't know none of this. So yeah, I was in there and I just said what she asked me to say. But I don't consider us friends. Like we're just really acquaintances. So I just wanted to clarify that because I'm like, oh, Missy, I've been in your lives before. Wait, baby, why are you saying that to me? But
my bad.
No, I get it. I just wanted to come in and clarify that, though. That's all. You can continue.
Someone's telling me it wasn't a rehab, that it was a detox facility.
No, it was a rehab.
It was a rehab.
It was a rehab. I will say that. It absolutely was a rehab.
It was the one that...
the very first time, it was not.
Right.
The second time, it was. The first time, it was a detox. The second time, it was an actual rehab, 100% in... Yes.
Isn't it the one that Fire Red told her about or something and went to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments wants to tell you they're sorry. I thought they were saying, oops, sorry. They're saying they were trying to say, I'm sorry. Misty Smith said she should have never jumped on the bandwagon of you. And she said, because I was replying to her comment because I thought she was saying, oops, sorry, like being sarcastic. But she says that's not what she was doing.
I appreciate that.
But I'll let y'all get back to playing this because I am listening to it as well. I just wanted to clarify that. That's all.
Yeah, no problem.
Girl, quit running to her age. You are better than that.
Huh?
Quit running to her age. You are better than that.
I'm me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not. Listen, I never should have gotten her live. I knew, I had a feeling as soon as I did that she was going to call me to the box. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I was just saying what I knew. But at the same time, and Nan, from me being there throughout all of that, I know plenty. And I just keep my mouth shut. And because I don't get in the drama. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but she'll can just know this and know this from somebody who, believed her and believed our friendship meant something, It doesn't matter. The only thing that you are good for her at this point is getting in the box and justifying her bullshit.
Right. And I agree. I do. Yeah. And I don't plan to get in her box anymore. Like, it was just like, I was kind of caught off guard and I'm like, okay. And I figured that's what it was about. And I never had an issue with Jess. Like when Jess brought her to my house, like during that time, and I never, I didn't think she was crazy, or I thought she was really good with Bubs all the time, and did so much for him.
And she does. And she also begged her to leave Bubs with her this time. And despite their differences, and kudos to her because I've done the same. And I think that at the end of the day, she's somebody who got, who believed that it was going to be different. And KP's got a good way of doing that to people. And she's got a good way of, I'll never forget. Like, the reason I went to Florida the first time was because The girl, I mean, and I will say, she called me, and that girl was screaming, right? Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She was. But the second time, you know, the girl left. She was leaving. So, whatever. She left KP stranded.
Yeah.
The second time she called me and she swore that she was scared to death of Beelan, that Beelan had slapped her square across her face. She was in the DV situation and all this. And I didn't know Beelan then, and I believed her.
Yeah.
I drove cross country to get her, you know, and it just, it's every single time. It's the same.
I was going to say, it's definitely a pattern. It's a pattern.
They're abusive to me, blah, 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 you know, and at some point, people have got to fucking see the pattern.
Right.
They've got to.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's a pattern for sure. Yeah, she had you mean, did she have her child? Yes. Oh, no, she did.
She does.
Yeah. I don't know if she has him now or like.
I think she meant, did she birth the child?
That's what I think. Yeah. But yeah, she did.
And she does know as well, and that's fucking.
And I know, Nan, all that you've done for her, and that's why it is like it's real sad to me because she's told me of the times that you came to her rescue a lot, and you know, I think it's like I have a heart like that too. Like if a friend needs me, I'm there in an instant. But like you can't do that with everybody because sadly not everybody is who you think they are.
I made a promise to her and Bob when we were in Florida that I'll always be there no matter what. And I kept my promise. I held my end. But there had to become a point where I looked at the reality of I kept my bargain and my end, but she didn't hers. And that's what makes it to the point now of I just don't care. Like I have avoided going after KP with every ounce in me or anything, but it's not because I couldn't. It's just because I didn't want to.
Yeah, you didn't want to. I mean, and that's understandable because at that time, to you, what y'all had was true. You had a true friendship. You know, someone you cared about. If it wasn't reciprocated, okay, but on your end, you cared. So obviously, you're not going to go out of your way to. I don't think that she's capable of feeling feelings for people and love for people. Like, I truly don't.
She's numbing all of her feelings, good and bad. If that makes sense. Like, what she does to herself on a daily basis is numbing the good and the bad.
Yeah. And I do. I really think she's just not capable of loving anybody.
Too much of a user, and she only cares about herself, and that is facts. She does not care about another fucking soul. KP only cares about herself.
I've seemed to attract those type of people.
Sorry for Jessa, but I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't either, but I'm just here for the train wreck at the end.
Yeah, well, I'll let you finish playing that now. I'm going to listen to it. I just wanted to hop in here and say that. So thanks for hearing me out, y'all.
Absolutely. I appreciate you.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I stand on that. You are nothing but a liar, a manipulator, and a scam artist. That is it. All these people out here buying burn wood that is not really burnt. It is stenciled. And then you didn't even have enough. And for anybody to think that
they are lit.
You can leave the house to go to the post office to mail it. Y'all, wake up. She can't leave the house to do nothing.
She probably DoorDashes her
So
beer.
that means your packages have not been mailed out. She didn't even take them with her. How do you feel about that? Let's stencil and stain the wood because I'm not going to take the time to wood burn anything. Oh, but y'all were so blind. Look, and I was too. Look, I was too. I was a fool. I was a fool because when you're somebody's friend, you kind of become blindsided and you turn a deaf ear to a lot of things, right? Okay. So when her friend's circle done fell out, then she went to call me, right? Mm-hmm. And what's the first thing I did? Hit record.
Hey,
We did.
I brought your name up yesterday because Nan brought up some bullshit about SA, saying she never said this, never said that, yada yada. I said, just like you never claim or never accused Jenna of saying HB. So I brought your name up in that live yesterday. That's why your name was brought up in that live today.
Link is in Train's bio. That is not what happened. She was trying to hurt Nan and talking about that person and brought that situation up, bro. She is a liar.
Let's be real here. She thought that she would get the same reaction that she has. And a year ago, bringing that person up to me probably would have. It probably would have. I've taken too much time and put too much time into myself to allow that. So, go ahead.
Let me say, she's so intoxicated that she didn't even get it right. It wasn't, it was total opposite the accusing. But anyways.
Thank you, HB. I didn't know you listened, but thank you. I'm glad you were.
I called her.
So, what I'm taking from this is she wants me to go after Nana as well. I'm not going after anybody for her. Nobody.
Nobody,
baby. That wasn't me and blah, blah, blah. No, bitch. Don't ever say you didn't fucking accuse Jenna of SA.
I never said any of that. Rewind that a little bit, Missy. I never said any of that.
Don't ever say you didn't fucking accuse Jenna of SA and fucking HB. I don't care if HB and I fucking are feuding and hate each other right now. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Just the fuck you sure did, man.
She did, and then she called you and you three-wayed me, and that's when she said, Jenna.
You in, and I told her on that live last night, I said, I put you on a fucking call with Hot Blooded, and I promise you, I'm sitting on the deck, and I swear on my son and my mother, I am not fucking recording you. I'm just calling you.
I got it. You ain't got to. I got it.
You're just mad that I can't talk about it right now because it has to do with a certain, she's talking about Jenna, a certain somebody, and I can't defend my bitch.
I never said any of that.
Bitch. I said, how many people are you going to sit here and fucking accuse? Get the fuck out.
Now, I'm assuming, y'all make sure you tap, I'm assuming that because I don't keep up, I don't know nothing about her girl, I'm assuming from what I've seen that one is accusing her girl of doing it. So she wants me to be the run to the rescue. Well,
now I don't know if you listen in HB, but that's not the case. Her girl accused Nan.
I told her that today.
Oh, okay.
You didn't speak up for me before. Why am I gonna speak up now? No.
Here, bro.
No, because she admitted on the phone call that it wasn't Jenna that said it was Nan that said it.
It was Nan that fucking said it, and she admitted it on the phone call, on the three-way call that I put you on, and we had to do it. We had to do it not even on a phone call. It was like on like fucking Snapchat or fucking whatever, because you didn't want her to have your number, I believe.
No, you did it on the three-way, but you called me to where she couldn't get my number. It was on a regular call. Yeah.
So she couldn't get your fucking number. Well, she done said last night, I'm lying about that. I'm lying about this. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna bury that fucking bitch.
Now, KP does lie about a lot of things. She does. A lot. But that three-way call did happen. And Nan did say that was her words.
Thank you, Mandy.
I said that was my words. I used the word SA, but what was said by the other person is that they were told, they said no multiple times, and then I put the words SA because I said, how many times do you have to say no before it's considered SA? Everybody said 1. I said, okay, that is why I said that. But go ahead. It's not like I was lying. I didn't just make up the story myself. I just want to make that clear. It was said to me. I just used the word SA. Go ahead.
There. But Nan
That's why your name's brought up, because Nan is pissed that was brought up. Well, don't be out here fucking accusing people of fucking SA and this and that and whatever else when this isn't the first time you done it. Right. Ain't the second fucking time. It ain't gonna be the fucking last time, bitch. It's not. And I don't care if we're feuding or not, but I'm still have your fucking back. Because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
We're killing it today, y'all.
She knows damn well. And she knows we're fighting right now, so that's why. Yeah. That's why.
The only thing I want, right? The only thing, right? I'm the same way. Go ahead. But when you talk about me, make sure it's pure facts.
But that is pure facts.
That is, but me chasing you around my house with a dildo is not. I was on a live with Bailey in my box on TikTok, and it's not black, and it's not 12 inches.
Listen, let me tell you where I heard it from so you can talk to her about it, okay? Okay?
It was on a live. It's probably Becca.
It was on live. It was not Becca. It wasn't Becca. It wasn't Amanda. It wasn't Jessica.
Let me stop that. The only reason why I said that is because Becca's the one that sent me the screenshots the night it happened. Okay? Which was April 9th.
They are not Melissa.
KP was no longer at my house.
It was somebody else, and they said this is where I drew the line because Hot Blooded looked at you and always said she looked at you like a daughter figure.
Let me pause it again. That's where she drew the line, but when I blocked her after that, oh, Deborah, she went to crying. And she called me on Instagram, crying because I blocked her. But that's where she walked away. Okay.
She was your mother, okay?
But you was not at my house. You have never seen.
So I was on my way to your house, and you were live, and you were preparing for when we got there.
No.
Is to my understanding. And when me and Sweets got there, okay, and Bubs was there and whatever else, you remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
You wasn't. I was live, yes, but
I'm gonna tell you where I heard it from, so you can talk to her about it, because there is a clip.
All this girl does is make up lies.
my house.
No, I believe, if I understand correctly, it was right before I got there where you showed the live.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you the name, and you can talk to her, and I'll tell her I'm telling you, because I don't care. I'll say names. Miss Deborah is the one that seen it on the fucking live. And she said, if you are such a mother figure to her, how can she even joke around with you like that?
Have you ever seen any of my
Keep the top for the date.
In person.
Only the one time.
What? What you mean one
Keep
time?
the dates.
Like when we was all joking around in your living room and like fucking around and fucking blowing poppers
Keep the
and
dates.
confettis and milks and this and that, the whole prank boy thing.
That was not sex toys. There was no sex toys involved while you was here.
She got here the 31st.
One, your child was here.
No. On live.
You was not here.
Kim, I'm saying on live.
I said to you,
Keep the
Deborah's
date.
in your box. That
April 3rd, I text her because she left April 2nd. Okay, did you peep the date on the live? You peep it at the top. I got a circle for y'all. April 9th. Okay, y'all got that right?
Yesterday, Holly.
You got that right? So Deborah and KP are liars.
you were here and I chased you around with a 12-inch black dildo.
Blah, blah.
And you did not correct her.
She did say that.
You did not correct her. You pointed like, yep. And that is a fucking lie.
You went back to the house or on live. I still seen the fucker.
No, you didn't.
In my house.
Your description is
You
off.
were not in my house and see none of my sex toys. None.
Y'all tap.
None.
Y'all
You
tap.
should have shut that shit down right then.
I can't shut it down because I'm going to tell you I can't shut it down because I'm going to tell
You know why she can't shut it down? Because that's her gold mine. That's who's always donating. That's always who's sending her money. That's why she can't shut her down. Oh, Deborah. I wonder if your husband knows how much you spending on this one. I wonder if your husband knows where the money's going. Like my husband knows. Does your husband know, Deborah? He should be able to retire at his age. Deborah. Let's continue. Oh, I thought my phone went dead. I thought it was going to be KP's phone. I got to charge it.
During that time, it was either at your house or on the live. I don't remember, but I did see it.
I don't
It
remember.
was on live.
I do remember it being during the prank drank whores and we were fucking with each other and everything else. That I do remember.
You were already gone from my house. It was on a live. You were not here. I even take sweets when I seen it.
Sure
and I said,
okay, that's fine.
did I ever pull out any sex toys? She said, no, ma'am. I said, okay. I don't even own a fucking black 12-inch dildo.
I pulled up the date of it. It was, I believe, March 23rd. So if you can find the live, go.
She wasn't even at my house or coming to my house March 23rd.
Another lie. March 23rd or March 13th.
I have a screenshot on March 23rd of that. And what day did you get to my house?
I don't know. I only looked for the video. I only looked for the day.
The 31st. Right.
She probably drinks too much to remember anything.
Just to figure out what day I got to your house because I could. I just don't care enough.
No, I did, and I'm going to go back to screenshot because the day you were supposed to leave, y'all got... And I did screenshot them and send them to her, and she didn't reply to me. Of course she didn't, right? A liar don't want to see the truth. On the road, and it was too much.
Just like RT.
And you went home.
They a match made in heaven.
And you said, we're going to try it again tomorrow.
Well, no, we stopped at the hotel.
Right, but you said you was going to try again tomorrow and start. Let me remind y'all that she can auction stuff off.
It's okay.
But she can't make it to the post office to mail it to y'all. Let me remind y'all that when somebody else does it, they have to pay for it out of their pocket. Let me remind y'all when she up and leaves for a new vajayjay.
Emily, is she still live? I double dog dare you to go ask her. Because she was live before we started listening to this.
Really use stuff that...
Whoa.
Girl, you got that Temu Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
She bought that shit from the Wish.
It's because I'm almost home.
Oh.
No.
Let me see if she's
because
still
I'm
live.
freaking...
Oh, she's not live no more. I don't think she's live no more.
Usually it's RT says what for next time she is live, baby.
RT says what, or RT unfiltered or unbothered in Alaska. Listen, next time she's live, because I typically get told, here, let me follow you. And I'll share it to you so I can, and I'll tell you that she's live so you can go ask her. She just be making shit up in her head. That's who RT is.
She does. She weird.
So keep buying it and keep not receiving it.
Oh.
Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, the last one she left her house, I told her, don't mail that shit out. You don't owe none of these people nothing. Nothing. You don't even owe Deborah nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, or just be in a car.
Yeah. Maybe Deborah should go buy her some diamond art and sit and do it herself.
Yeah, that's how my anxiety is. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but you were not in my house.
Okay, so then it was on live then. But either way, it was done. And so when that was done, that's what was said to me. Like, oh, like.
Thank you guys for the follows. We almost at 3,000 on my little account. Look at this go.
Miss Deborah's in when she got in the box. Yes, she's upset about it.
She's a troublemaker. Anyways, I've never come at you fully. I've never touched. Let me pause that. She is a troublemaker. Deborah, go back to
I got my hat on, girl.
Touched you sexually. I never talked to you sexually. Did y'all hear that? Never. But while Deborah was in the box, she was agreeing with her because that's her cash cow. Okay. Down with it. Come out her fucking mouth.
Never. You've never done that. No. And I will own that. And I'll keep saying it. You never have.
The only thing I ever wanted for you was your best she will own it on a private phone conversation.
But not on live.
On live, because I'll believe anything anybody says.
Her and Jess are going to go get along good together.
Get over your past and have a better life for you and that baby. That is it. And for you to fucking go around this fucking platform and fucking lie, it ain't got nasty yet.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Okay, this part, I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to mute y'all and fast forward past that because
This one part don't need to be on the platform. It involves not her, not. It involves her, but it's just not. It's not. I'm not going to do that right now.
So listen, I did listen to KP's live earlier, where I guess it was being told to her that Hot Blooded didn't fast forward through it, and she was going ham, talking about what she's gonna do. Now I don't know if somehow it slips, but I listened to just that, right? And she's fast forwarding through it. Okay.
Second.
It slips.
She,
Okay. Oh, okay. 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 But so I still stand on what I'm saying. Clearly she says, I'm going to mute and fast forward because I don't want this on the platform. So her intent was for it to not be on there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Accidents happen.
They do.
And she had all intention of fast forwarding it.
Oh, you're so sweet.
honestly, that's what KP does. KP will, that's just her trying to give HB like something sensitive, but something like, now I need your advice. Now I need to draw you back in. And HB didn't go for it. And that's why KP's actually mad.
And KP kept talking about it. That's how it happened. Okay. Okay.
You can go on that app and lie and say, I fucked my husband in the ass, and I do not. Never have.
Talk about it all the fucking time.
Never have. Never will.
You guys joke about that, HB.
My husband.
So I got a question. Did she really come out here and say that? Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. Even if that was what was going on, like, that ain't nobody's business.
It's not ours, anyways. I mean, it's hers and her husband, but it's not none of ours.
I don't know. Like, I will say that, men's, so look, we all know, us women, we know where our spots are. Men's spots, that's where it is, right? And some men are comfortable with
But
that, some men are not. And I don't feel like we should shame. I mean, he's, they're married. If that was what they wanted to do,
married.
him and her husband ain't married?
They've been married forever.
Oh, I thought you said they ain't married. I was like, what?
No, I said been married forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A long time. And even if that was what they wanted to do, I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but like, who cares? Like, I don't know. So as somebody wanted to say it's about preference and whatever, and I shouldn't say this and I shouldn't say that, like that falls in the same category.
About fucking him in the ass?
You make jokes about all this shit about your sex life and this and that and that and this. That has nothing to do with your children.
Frog has never. Look, if you're gonna go on a platform and tell lies as you always do, I'm gonna speak truth.
As I always truth. What lies did I tell?
Now I can say I ain't never went in, but like I done tossed a salad. Okay. Or two.
Frog in the ass. I do.
I did bring that up because I'm telling you, you guys make
Melissa, that is not our business. And I better not ever hear you say that again.
Bitch, my ex climbed right up, but that motherfucker was climbing up the goddamn headboard.
You better get out.
He loved it.
I couldn't do it.
You
God,
loved it.
I'm gonna be sick thinking about it.
Let me keep this.
I mean, you literally demonstrated putting a fucking.
It is exactly.
And fucking yourself.
I mean, as long as it's clean.
My husband worked out of town for 6 fucking years.
And it was a joke.
And that was on live on Clapper.
I don't even know if it's a real thing. I really take it as a joke. Who gives a fuck?
No, but you go on this platform and you spin everything to your narrative for your people. And it's bullshit.
Y'all, we're at 300,000 likes.
Look at y'all.
Still sitting at number 1. Still in the lead by almost 30K.
Being molested wasn't a joke. So why?
Yeah, but you're a man eating a woman, Joey. We're clean women.
Now, wait a minute. Are you trying to say that because he's a man or a man can't be clean?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
They got lots of hairy and you know what I'm saying.
Some men manscape.
I am not getting in this conversation with you, bestie. Not on a live. I can't.
I know I did not just hear what the fuck I think I just heard.
What? That some men manscape?
No. You paused it, but you should probably mute while you play that part that's about to play. It's the slip up.
I ain't muting shit.
But I know I never better hear you say tossed a salad again, bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's called.
It's not even just, you didn't just do it. You said, I tossed a salad or two.
Like it was, she just casually said it.
I was eating.
Can you go back like 30 seconds? Because does she say, here's my problem with KP. She says stuff, right? You tell her like, you talk as friends, right? And then you tell her something and then she's like, I don't really care if you're joking or not. But I just say it. But the problem is
My mother.
I want to hear what she says. But yeah, like she says it like you're telling her like real life. Like if you go and you joke about, I've tossed my man salad, Missy. And she comes on here and goes, Missy tosses salad. She told me.
Tongue all in it.
No, I want you to leave me the fuck alone is what I want.
Well, listen, I did it, but you ended up in the same chat.
It was shared to me because...
So I missed it. I didn't hear it.
Go back.
Y'all are saying it is.
Go back.
All I heard was something about my mother. That's all I heard.
Go back.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50 seconds I went back. We'll do 6 for extra.
My mother.
2, 3.
Stop being molested wasn't a joke.
I hear it now.
Okay, I heard it. I heard it that time. Thank you, Miss Amy.
Oh, that Jessa, honey, you about just got blocked right on up out of here.
Who did?
A Jessa account.
Well, listen, it's on Tara's YouTube. I don't want to keep playing it.
Well, that's the only part that says, so you might as well finish that out now.
I did. That she's the one that keeps muting and unmuting.
If you kept on lying, yes, I would put... KP?
You want me to go on the app and say, okay, look, HP never fucked her husband in the air?
No, I want you to leave me the fuck alone is what I want.
Well, listen, I did it, but you were
33.
It was shared to me because
It's a little bit before 33.
She never accused you of essaying Jenna. And I think that's bullshit. Because I'm not gonna fucking sit here, whether we're fighting or not, and let her fucking lie and say she didn't say that when she did, and you went through hell for how long because of it?
exactly, and I'm not going to sit on a platform and let you lie neither. So you have to respect where I'm coming from Mama. When you sit on that platform and lie about everybody. And I pray to God.
I'll get on there and say, look, listen,
no, I don't want you mentioning my name.
I told y'all that HB fucked her in the ass. That was bullshit. I was hoorahing and hollering.
People that know me, they already know. People that know my husband already know. I don't need you to go on there and do anything for me.
There's a difference in that and then bringing somebody's fucking child up.
You, Joe.
You can't say that she wasn't trying.
My kids don't even talk to me. My this, my